Hi everybody, it's me, it's Brian here from Class A Plus English. I hope you're well. It is the 22nd of February, so time flies when you're having fun. Well, I'm back again. It's Saturday night here and we're going to play some more of 80 Days, yeah? A game I'm really enjoying. It's based on the novel, the films, the cartoons of Around the World in 80 Days, where Phileas Fogg took a bet, accepted a bet, and to travel, that he could travel around the world in 80 days. Second conditional, if he could travel, he would win. If he could travel around the world in 80 days, he would win £20,000. You may notice sometimes on the stream when we're talking about money, I use the word grand, which is 1,000. You know, so we say like 1,000 euros is a grand. $10,000, 10 grand, etc. All right. There's a bit of a twist to this game though. It's kind of it's not kind of, it is steampunk as well. Okay, it's a text-based game. We make decisions, and it branches out, and our decisions affect what happens. Okay, I'm really enjoying it. So it's Saturday night. It's raining here in Alicante. Yeah, this is the city with the most hours of sunshine in Spain, and it's actually raining today, so I don't want to go out. I want to stay at home, boot up the computer, and play some 80 Days, because I am really enjoying this. Okay, so anyway, let's get the party started, shall we? What are we going to do, first of all? Well, we're going to do a word of the day. Let's have a quick look. Okay, here we go. Where am I? Okay, now, this Merriam-Webster is an American dictionary, so the pronunciation is a bit different from how I would say it. Let's listen.
Astute.
Astute. No, I would say astute. 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 So I would go with like a U, astute. What does this word mean? You can see it's the word of the day today, so I just thought, and I thought it's quite relevant to the game. What it means someone or something described as astute. Astute has or shows an ability to notice and understand things clearly. In other words, they are mentally sharp or clever. Astute can also describe someone who is a bit crafty or wily. I think really it's like clever, quick is what I would say, to make the right decision. They made some astute observations about them. They made some astute observations about the movie industry. Astute readers will notice the error. Anything else interesting there? Latin, I suppose. Oh, well. All right, it's quite nice. Yeah, Merriam-Webster is really good. I have a word of the day, everybody. I highly recommend it. How can we use astute in the game? Well, part of this game is that we have to fund our travel, really. We started with £4,000, and what we've been doing is sometimes we buy things. Yeah, we go to a market, we buy something. I don't know. We buy some spices in Dubai, and we sell them later on, and we try to make a profit. Yeah, we try to make a profit so that this can fund our journey. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. This game is set in 1872, I think. Yeah. So it's but it has this like steampunk idea. So there are underwater trains, robot horses, automation, this kind of idea, which is what the idea of steampunk. Yeah. Anyway, So I put some things on social media and I said today, hey, we are in Bombay, let's go. And in the game, it's called Bombay. But of course, I presume, as we all know, Bombay does not exist anymore. It was renamed Mumbai. Mumbai. Let's have a quick look. Hang on, let's just have a quick look. Where is Mumbai, you may ask? Well, I can tell you. We can go to, let's close that down. Here it is. Whoa. Whoa. Come on. It's going really slow. Okay, here we are. You can see it's on the... Okay, here's India. Where would we describe Mumbai? I would say it is on the northwest coast of India. Yeah? I've never been to India, but I imagine Mumbai is kind of like the really tech place of India, I think, isn't it? It's where all the kind of startups and the internet companies, yeah, are. And I imagine it is enormous. But as we know, wherever there are people, we went to the British Embassy yesterday in Tehran. Mumbai, Irish pubs. Let's have a look, yeah, because I'm from the west of Ireland, and you know, wherever there are people, there will be Irish bars. Look, loads of them. Ooh, loads of them. Dublin Bar, the Irish House. That must be a chain. Okay, that seems to be a big chain. Yeah, right. So as you can see, what did Ireland give the world? We gave the world pubs. So there you go. Armagh, set in 1817. That is why some city names are different, right? I don't know when it changed. So we have a quick look. When did Bombay Gin, everybody, become Mumbai? Any guesses? Anybody know? What do you think? Armagh. Hey, I haven't seen you in ages, Armagh. How are you? I was talking last night to Lou Ray. She's been having a few issues, so she hasn't been able to come to the live streams recently. But good to see you. 1920 says Armagh, who does not live in Brighton, everybody. He lives in an imaginary world far, far away over the mountains. Did I say Bombay? No, I said Bombay. 1995. 1995. Okay, so it was a political thing, a new government, and the party sought to shed the legacy of British colonialism. Colonialism. I was talking with my students. You'll often see these words in English ending with the ism, and they can be quite difficult. Capitalism, socialism, communism, colonialism, autism. But the thing to remember is it's pronounced, although it's ISM, it's ISAM, ism, capitalism, socialism, autism, yeah? So always remember that with oh look, with pronunciation. Of course, yeah, the name Bombay was an Anglicization of the Portuguese term Bombay, meaning good bay. That makes sense. Bom dia. I never thought about that. Despite the official change, Bombay is still widely recognized internationally. Yeah. Especially in contexts like the film industry, where Bollywood remains a popular term. So maybe it's the home of Bollywood. If you like Bollywood, or in fact, if you've never actually watched any Bollywood. It's a huge industry, isn't it? I would recommend a Bollywood film called Three Idiots. Yeah, when I lived in Turkey, a lot of my students were really into Bollywood, and they kind of pressurized me into watching it, and I really quite enjoyed it. And then yeah, so it's really funny. I really like it. Let's get on to the game. Here we go. So let's turn full screen on, volume. So we have arrived in the famous city of. We're going to use Bombay for this, okay? Because that's the name they're using in the game. All right. That is a bit loud. So you can see it's going to steampunk here. This is how we got here. All right, we need to look after Phileas Fogg here. He's down to 69, his comfort, all right? So there's the market. Where are we? Can we sell anything? Let's have a quick look where we are. Right, here we are. Right. So this is where we were. We were in Dubai. We went down to Muscat. We crossed over to Karachi, which is now Pakistan, of course, and we came down to Bombay. Now, last night we were talking about, with Iona, my friend Iona, we were talking about moving south, go to Goa, maybe Colombo, or maybe go across Bangalore, Madras in Bangladesh, and then maybe try. Can we get across? Maybe we can. So rather than going overland, we're going to go coastal. You can see here we have. I need to change the settings, everybody. It's really, really noisy. All right, the music is a bit loud for my ears. Okay, so we can see that it's really loud. Yeah? We have £7,769. We're on day 31 of 80, and you can see we're in real time. Time is ticking. It's Thursday. Let's get back to Bombay. We will travel tomorrow or something. Ooh, sitars. All right. So this is what we have, okay? These are our suitcases. We have Venetian glass, which we could sell for 1,000 in Ria, but I don't think we're going to go there. We've got driving goggles. We've got water, hairbrush, and a windscarf. This is really for comfort. Then we have some things that maybe we can sell. We have a sword, Delhi, £1,500. Ooh. Nah. Brazilian snuff. I was very persistent that I wanted to buy some snuff last night. And our boy, Phileas enjoyed it. 4,000. This is worth 4,700 in Goa. We are going there. Now, first of all, tobacco, definitely. Southern Hemisphere. This could be good for getting on the water, crossing the water. Dominoes, a jar of turmeric, worth 1,400 in Singapore, and field glasses for airships. So we were traveling basically by. I'm shit, it's closed. I keep doing this. I should have bought something, but we can go in the morning. Okay, we're going to spend the night in the hotel. Okay, you can see his comfort's gone up. We'll pass the night here. Yes, sir. Monsieur Fogg cared not a straw for the wonders of Bombay, but gave me a few hours let. I need to turn this volume down, yeah? I can hear cowbells. Just so I can hear. Okay, just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. Monsieur Fogg cared not a straw for the wonders of Bombay, so he didn't care. We used to have this expression, I don't give a fig that you eat. I don't give a fig. I don't care for the wonders of Bombay, but gave me a few hours leisure as he settled to his evening paper. Those were the days, everybody, when we used to just sit down and read the Sunday newspaper. I ended up wheezing and puffing lost my way, so he's very unfit, up Malabar Hill, the highest point in South Bombay. I paused at the top to look towards the city, to look out at the bay. Oh, Mac, if you're there, as I haven't seen you in ages, what do you think? Are we looking at the city or are we looking at the sea? Any opinions? Any ideas? Anybody? Well, we came from the sea, didn't we, really? We came by the coast. So shall we go for let's look at the city. All right, good. You are done, just as you said it. I ended up wheezing and puffing my way towards the city. I could see the gas lamps along the Queen's Necklace of Marine Drive being lit by one in preparation for the evening, and palm trees waving in the salt-scented breeze. So, of course, in 1872, we didn't really have electricity, I suppose, and everything would be kind of lamps, you know, so they would have like street lamps that would be lit individually. Catching my breath, I found my steps irresistibly drawn, in the direction towards the Banganga Temple or the Hanging Gardens. Temple, says Armac. I was going to go for the Hanging Gardens because I play Civilization 6 and they are one of the wonders. But okay. Banganga. Oh my god, man. That valley we went to in Greece, yeah? I found my steps irresistibly drawn towards the Banganga Temple? I don't know. The temple tower was reflected serenely in the water of the reservoir, filled by an underground spring said to come from the Ganges. Banganga. Let's have a look. Sorry, this is going to be a bit of a travel stream as well, you know, because I don't know what these places are. I've never heard of them. Banganga. Let's have a look. New Ganja images. Let's have a look if it exists. If you're looking for the images, there are several. Let's have a look. Okay, so it's like a pool, a swimming pool. Ah, and the water they say came from the Ganges, right? So it's like, yeah, look, people are going in there, devotee Hindus. So it must be kind of like a holy place. Oh, okay. All right. We went to that, what was it called? Meteora Valley, and it was one of the places we stopped in Greece. I'd never heard of it before, but it looks amazing. Okay, catching my breath, I found my steps irresistibly drawn towards the Banganga temple. I'm going to say Ganja, okay? The temple tower was reflected serenely in the water of the reservoir, fed by an underground spring said to come from the Ganges. I entered the temple. I decided to wade in to go into the water. I observed for a while and then moved on. Go inside, says Armac. Okay. I entered the temple fascinated by the relief carvings of gods and goddesses which covered the entire Gopuram. I was like, of all the Hindu gods, Kali the Destroyer is my favorite. One of the priests spotted me and issued a great pained cry of alarm. Ah! I let loose my own shout. Ah! Or I turned and ran. I turned and fled. Anybody? So the priest comes up and starts shouting. Ah! Let's do it. Let's just shout back at him. Ah! Let loose my own shout in response, an entirely instinctual reaction which seemed to confuse, to baffle him. Alas, the priest's cry drew the attention of his fellows and other temple goers, all of whom descended upon me in a pack, in a group. They took my shoes and hat and ejected me from the temple complex with rather zealous roughness. But my shoes, but my hat! I tried to catch my breath. Ah, okay, thank you. I've done it again. All right. This happened. This is why I have to be careful sometimes with the with. This is why I have to be careful because I forget. Don't press quit. All right, sorry. But anyway, it's a texture, and thank you for that. Yeah. So anyway, I could have gone on there for an hour just doing my movement. So no, I entered the temple fascinated by the relief carvings of gods and goddesses which covered the entire gopuram. One of the priests spotted me and issued a great pained cry of alarm. I let loose my own shout in response. Ah! An entirely instinctual reaction which seemed to confuse, to baffle him. I'm baffled by that response. I'm confused. Unfortunately, alas, the priest's cry drew the attention of his fellows and other temple goers, all of whom descended upon me. So they were going to beat him up or something. They took my shoes and hat and ejected me. They kicked me out from the temple complex with rather zealous roughness. Zealots, yeah? The famous Jewish assassins. But my shoes, my hat. I tried to catch my breath. No. Shoes and hat, please. I remonstrated to the priest's angry back, so they're walking away from me. A woman in a deep umber sari offered me a pristine white handkerchief. Yeah, perfectly clean. Non-Hindus are not allowed in the temple. All right, good one, Armac. Yeah, you got me into trouble, she declared, especially with their shoes on. So we broke all the taboos, basically. Non-Hindu, we entered the temple wearing our shoes. Yeah, cultural awareness, everybody. Very, very important, yeah. I did not realize, I explained, and she sniffed. Where do you think you are, Gora? She demanded, her hand on her hip. This is not Paris, this is Bombay. Bother yourself to learn the difference. Very, very good. I handed her back her handkerchief with thanks. Duly chastened, though I was irritated. Like chastened, you know, I'm apologetic. I realized I'd done something wrong, or I was irritated. I was annoyed. I think I'm chastened. I think I've been chastened by that. I resolved to be more mindful of local customs, for I chanced losing more than my shoes with my ignorance. I returned to my master barefoot and rather shamefaced, rather embarrassed. So when I was in Korea, one of the first, I don't know, probably in the first week or something, I was in Korea. I wasn't there very long. In Korea, you take your shoes off when you go in your house, right? You take your shoes off, you sit on the floor, and you know that's fine. I was used to that now. And same in Turkey, you take your shoes off before you go into somebody's house, you know. But my boss said to me, "Oh, tonight we're going for dinner. We're going to go out for a dinner. I'll pick you up at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock or something like that. I don't remember." So I'm like, okay, right. So the time came, my boss picked me up in his big SUV, jumped in, we drove to the restaurant where everybody was, and then I realized that even in restaurants in Korea, you take off your shoes before you go in. I didn't realize. Because, anyway, basically, to cut a long story short, I had a big hole in my sock. So my big toe was sticking out of my sock when I went into the restaurant. So I had to, tuck it in and stuff like that. So if you're ever in Korea, make sure you have really, really, new socks, yeah, because you don't know when you're going to have to take your shoes off, you know. But like, I didn't expect it for restaurants, but yeah, that's what happened. And I was a little bit Remember, change to the game, Brian. A little bit shame-faced. I was a bit embarrassed, yeah, by my barbarianism. I hope that this will not happen again, said my master coldly. That was to be the last word on Bombay. Gateway to the jewel in the crown of the British Empire, right, everybody. Except for, and what, pray, has happened to your shoes? What happened to your shoes? Oh, they got kind of stolen, I think, yeah? All right. So we're kind of going native in Bombay. We're not wearing shoes now. So let's have a look. Now, these are our choices, right? Okay. We can go north, east, or southeast. And I think we decided last night we're going to go southeast. I took a few hours to explore the city, learning possibilities for how we might go forth, how we might continue. I want to see, quickly, I want to see here. So we're going to go to Nova Sunday, 2 days, tomorrow, Monday. I want to go to Goa. Okay, we're going to stay in Bombay, I think. Anything to sell? Sure. Hang on. Depart. 3. So we're going to buy everybody. We're going to buy everything. So that we can take 3 bags. Let's go in here. Extra suitcase. Let's get the southern timetable. Tobacco. Turmeric is supposed to be really, really healthy, isn't it? We're going to get everything. Because we can take them. Alright, cool. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Now look, we've opened up new routes. We can go to we could go Goa, Colombo, Singapore. Right. Now, what's down here? I've forgotten. Okay, good. Because we bought the shipping links, yeah? Wow, that is a seriously long journey, everybody. Wow. And then we're over to like Santiago in Chile. Let's do that. We're going to go by ship. That could be funny. Let's go and stay at the hotel. We made ourselves comfortable for the night, and I attended to Monsieur Fogg. Definitely, we need to make him more comfortable. They have improved slightly. He was a bit cold with me. Can we go to Goa? So it was a matter of fact we'll go tomorrow. There isn't a bank to be found. Negotiated. Let's negotiate. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. We've got everything. We can make some money on our way. So we're going by automated air balloon, you know, like a kind of a Zeppelin. 3 suitcases, which we have in comfortable conditions. This will be a bothersome route, okay, but the hairbrush from our valeting set should soften things a little. Always bring a hairbrush, my friends. And we're off. We reboarded the Atmotic, this kind of air thing we had taken from Karachi, which is making a further trip onto Goa. Let's talk. Don't you go to Goa. I am at your service, Monsieur Fogg. Passepartout? Hairbrush? I would brush your hair, monsieur. Okay, good. Tobacco? Some tobacco, monsieur. I miss my pipe. Okay. Dominoes. That would be most. And look, we're up to 93. Good, good, good. Excellent. So he's better. The journey was a short jaunt trip. So I spent the time asleep. I spend the time on the observation deck. Let's go to the observation deck and see what we can see. Need to find a balloon. Well, it's all steampunk here, man, you know, so the journey was, so I spend the time on the observation deck trying to get more of a sense of the scale and size of the land, the jewel in the British Empire's crown. Brr. I'm in roaring health, but we must make haste. Okay. Goa, the Persian pottery could earn us well. This was the point, yeah? We will have to sleep here and explore in the morning. Okay, because it's 8:20. Let's find a hotel. Though the Portuguese had once dominated vast tracts of India, their influence was now limited to Goa and its capital city of Nova Goa, the whitewashed red-roofed city. It had a particular charm. It was rather parochial, rural, maybe, for my taste. No, I think it would be nice, yeah? Sea, salted air blew through gulmohar and acacia trees, steepled colonial churches, this is like the steeple of the church, rang their brass bells and steam-powered bicycles, steampunk, yeah? And rickshaws juddered over the cobbled streets. The harbour was well developed. A young Goan nun was blessing sailors. I was telling you yesterday about my friend in India being blessed by the holy man up in the mountains because so many buses had fallen off the side of the road, which made my friend really scared. Let's go and check out the nun in a good way. A young Goan nun was blessing sailors near the harbour in clear, beautiful Latin. An ornate gold cross hung heavy upon her dark purple robes. Why do you bless them? I asked. I watched her at work. Yes, just have a chat. The sister pulled her wimple forwards. Thank you, good sir. She looked me up and down. You're not a sailor. How do you know that? You only bless sailors? I have sailed. You're not a sailor. I have sailed. I replied, I'm traveling around the world. Then you will need a blessing. Wow, we met the atheists. Who were they? The levitating atheists before. Who were quite a lot of fun, I have to say. I really enjoyed the levitating atheists. But if you like, please, sister, I'm not a believer. No, I'm not a believer, but, you know, when in Rome, please, sister, you only have to ask for grace, she breathed, and closed her eyes and touched my forehead. There, go with God. As I walked back along one of, you know what I mean? Yeah, play your cards right, you know what I mean? Don't stick with one religion. As I walked back along one of Nova Goa's many golden sanded beaches, I realized that the young nun had slipped something into my pocket as she blessed me. The ornate golden cross. I examined it. I rattled it. Ooh. What did I do? What would I do? I would rattle it. And it whirred with a distinctly mechanical sound, but then subsided. It was engraved at the bottom with the words, Sister of Didacus Madras, most curious. The Didacian cross should fetch a good price in Beijing should we decide to sell it. Ooh. Okay, we're going to be going soon, yeah? So, alright. We're going to Colombo. I spent a few hours in exploration discovering the options of how we might continue our journey. Depart. Colombo. We're going to go to Sri Lanka, everybody. 3 bags, minus 18, but we have a hairbrush, so everything will be okay. Uncomfortable conditions, baking sunshine, and mild seas. This will be a wearisome experience. This will be a very tiring experience, but the hairbrush make things easier. My God, this hairbrush, value for money, eh? All right, I need to have a little moment here. Just give me a second and I will return in 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Armax says madras means light cloth or handkerchief. So it must be a kind of a textile from the region. You know, like madras curry, right? Chicken madras? Maybe different type of like a particular dish from the region. Okay, let's get back to it. Here. The Portuguese steamship Ulysses was fancifully decorated and boasted red-dyed sails, coloured sails, which matched exactly the captain's livery. Livery or livery? Livery. A dandy of the worst sort, a gentleman of style. Okay, so like a dandy is a very kind of, you know, upper class. Oscar Wilde, yeah, I think Oscar Wilde, he would have been a dandy. I think Adam Ant, a dandy highwayman, a gentleman of style. Ooh, it's a curry dish, says Armac. Yeah, chicken madras, isn't it, or something, yeah? A dandy of the worst sort or a gentleman of style. Am I impressed? Yeah, we're gonna be nice to the captain, yeah, he's the captain of the ship. A gentleman of style. Ah, it gave me great pleasure to look upon a man who took pride in his appearance. Your character is now zestful. Zestful? Energetic? Bubbly? We don't need to look after Fogg. He's fine. Let's converse. Let's have a conversation with the captain. Greetings, Abel. Look out, Passepartout. Ha ha! Colombo, Sri Lanka to Singapore. Not just that, but merchants in San Pedro will pay a huge amount for handheld mirrors from Singapore. Handheld mirrors, everybody. Let's do that. Let's talk about San Pedro. Last night I dreamt of San Pedro. Maybe I'm lying. Did you know some buyers will pay well for binocular field glasses from San Pedro? I think we sold them, yeah? So, Acapulco or Las Vegas? 1872, Las Vegas is going to be a desert. Let's go to Acapulco, everyone. I believe so. You can fly aboard the Bonaventura from San Pedro to Acapulco. We are going on a big trip tonight, man. San Fran down to San Pedro, down to Acapulco. We're going to Colombo, and then we're going to do this crazy route across the Pacific, I think. Is it Pacific? I was immediately accosted by two brothers, Abel and Celio, who decided to take me under their wing. Okay. To take someone under their wing is to kind of look after them, yeah? To take them under their wing, like a little bird, you know? We're the Noronas. Abel, the younger one, confided, "Welcome aboard the Ulysses." I welcomed them cheerfully. I tried to hide my contempt. No, we're happy. We're moving. My cat has woken up. They occupied me. Oh. I welcomed them cheerfully, and it was my master who very moderately looked aside. They occupied me for some time, after which I spent the evening playing dominoes, attending to my master, in conversation, watching the scenery go by. Let's have a chat, see if we can find out anything. Trying to gather information for our next journey, learning from a charming Siamese girl. Siam would be Thailand, yeah? That rebellion was brewing in Batavia. I have no idea where Batavia is, everyone. So, but trouble is brewing. And you know, trouble's my middle name, yeah? The Norona brothers dogged all my steps. They were following me, keen to tell me of the Ulysses and their adventures running Malwa opium to Macau in China. And lately, Linton, your opium traders? What is Malwa opium? Your opium traders? Not this trip. No. Celio informed me cheerily, we are hauling wax, saltpetre, and turtles at the moment, and we just unloaded a cargo of chandeliers in Nova Goa, but no doubt we'll be running opium again soon. They were very blasé, they were very relaxed about their trade. Opium trading is immoral. Do you smoke opium yourselves? Ooh, this is a tricky one for Class A. What one are we going to choose? I think we are going to be open-minded. Do you smoke opium yourselves? Abel looked at Celio, who coughed. Oh, I am partial to a pipe now and then. Now and then, occasionally, everybody. An idiom of frequency. I go to the cinema every now and then. Yeah, I go to the cinema once a month or something. I like ice cream. I have an ice cream every now and then. I don't eat ice cream every day, but you know, if it's a sunny day, I'm at the beach, sure, I'll have an ice cream. I enjoy an ice cream every now and then. What's your favorite flavor? Do you smoke? I smoke tobacco, unfortunately. Armac, what's your favorite flavor ice cream? For me, anything kind of chocolatey, chocolate chip, you know? Yeah, any kind of chocolate chip, you know, is good for me. I'm kind of a bit of a chocolate person myself, you know? Anyway, pistachio. Pistachio works well, actually, as well. Yeah, God, I'm getting hungry now, yeah. Although I have to say, like, you know, my favorite, not ice cream, but, you know, I don't know, we would say, like, I don't know, ice pops, Soleros. I don't know, do they still sell Soleros? I know you don't live in Brighton, but if you did, do you think they would still sell Soleros in Brighton? I used to love Soleros. I could eat 2 of them. Nom, 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 nom. I used to adore. They do. I really like Soleros, eh? Anyway, Abel looked at Celio, who coughed. I am partial to a pipe now and then, he allowed, but I'm nothing like those Chinese addicts. Yeah. Of course, you had the Opium Wars from the fantastic British Empire, which basically got China addicted to opium. A man has to take his pleasures somewhere in the world, Abel added philosophically. I agree, Abel, I agree. Colombo, Sri Lanka, MIA. I am on fine form, but we must make haste. £5. So let's go to the market. Oh, spices. What do we got? Let's just see if we can sell anything. 82 in Riyadh. Let's just sell it. We're not going to go back to Saudi Arabia. No. 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 Delhi. Why didn't I sell this in Goa? Jesus. Alright, let's sell that then. Where did they say field glasses? Okay. Beijing, 7,000. Just under 7 grand, everybody. Beijing. Singapore, okay. We can make money in Singapore. I don't know now that we've bought it and we've seen the routes are now visible on the globe. If I sell it, does it matter, do you think? We're going to keep this anyway. This is important. And we can go for field glasses, maybe. And let's just hope that we can... Okay, so look, this is a tackle musk, a long length of indigo cotton wrapped around and worn around the head to protect from the sun. We're not going into the desert now. Ooh, let's look, see what they've got. Eastern spices, valuable in Beijing, Batavia and Calcutta. Okay, we are going to these places. A zoetrope, well-oiled spindle that when spun brings 2 ballroom dancers to vivacious life. Manila, Singapore, and Hong Kong. Apples. Panama hat. Ooh, let's get rid of the sword. We don't need the sword. It's £24, but anyway, I think we should buy this. And spices are always going to work, aren't they? Where? Sorry. Beijing. Yeah, let's try it. We can try that. And let's see. Maybe we don't need the water bladder anymore. It's really for the desert, isn't it? And goggles. Desert. Yeah, desert. Okay, cool. So we bring the snuff. We bring the cross. There's something about the cross. I don't know what yet, but spices. Okay, then we've got 2. We can take this. Dominoes are. Ooh. No, Singapore definitely. And let's just go £2. Nothing. We'll buy those. We've still got like nearly £6,000, so even if we have to throw them away, no problem. Let's get out of here. Plan. Oh, hang on. Yeah, Colombo. Singapore, everybody. 5 days. The T-Clipper, the ship, T-Clippers were really, really fast ships, and they were used to... It's quite interesting. Sorry, I'm going off again on one here. T-Clippers were really, really fast ships, and when they would sail across to like China, get the tea, and there used to be races back to like London, you know, who could get back to London fastest. So clippers are really, really speedy, fast ships that would like zoom along, and it would be like in the newspapers and stuff like that. It was a big news, you know, who was delivering the first tea from China. And Yeah, it's well. Anyway, yeah, it was, you know, because obviously there's no airplanes or whatever like that, and land is slower. It's always faster to travel by ship, and then of course the ships would sink and there'd be storms and stuff like that. But it was a really big deal in its day about the tea clippers and getting back to England or whatever, Europe. Okay, let's see if we can negotiate. The field glasses should change their minds. Ah, it seems they're pretty demanding. Three days. It's a lot of money, but we have it, and we can make that money back. 3 days at noon. The merchants in San Pedro will pay a huge amount for handheld mirrors from Singapore. Okay, we need to remember that. Handheld mirrors in Singapore. Okay, and then San Pedro. So we're going to travel across the Pacific. Wow, it's some journey, isn't it? Wouldn't it be amazing to do something like this, though? You know what I mean? To just go around the world. You know, obviously, you can go around the world in probably 3 days or something, I suppose. Pistachio, yeah. We spent the night in a charming suite in the Grand Oriental Hotel opposite the Victoria Arcade. The clattering of the electric trams ran late into the night, mixing with the lowing of the oxen, and I had to bury my head under the duck-down pillow to sleep. Oh, poor you. Alright, let's just sleep. I am beginning to... Wow, I am beginning to detest the rest of the world, and I long for the quiet of Savile Row. He's very posh, this guy. My character is now dependable. I don't know what that means, or I know what it means, but I don't know what's the point. When are we going? When's the trip? Hang on. Pull out. Sunday. 2 days. Oh, we can go. Free, but let's just do it. Let's just do it. It's expensive. We got 2,000, but we can make money. The whole, remember, hand mirror. And rough skies. This looks like a wearisome journey, but the field glasses from our traveler's set should make my master more comfortable. Okay. Alright, so we're not going by sea, we're actually going by air. We boarded a sleek tea clipper with a bright red envelope and roaring twin engines. Is your ship fast? Will we be comfortable aboard the ship? Who knows? Yeah, is it fast? How fast? It's a tea clipper. Is your ship fast? I asked the captain, a lean, thin, dark-eyed Chinese man in the last flush of youth. Okay. I go to join my wife in Singapore, the captain confessed, so you can be assured I will try to make good time. So saying, he flung the ship up into the air, and they were gone. Let's look after fog a bit. I could not wish for a superior valet. I found myself standing beside the cheerful young captain. Are you newly married? Sorry, are you newly married? So, you know, are you recently married? Does your wife also sail the skies? I don't know, small talk, yeah? Are you newly married? I asked perspiciously. He gave a little groan. Oh, it's so easy to tell. My crew must be laughing up their sleeves. Ooh, that's a really Irish expression there. My crew must be laughing up their sleeves at me, but honestly, he grinned, I don't care. We use this expression in Ireland, yeah, a lot. To laugh up your sleeve. Your sleeve is on your shirt, right? And to laugh up your sleeve is like you're secretly laughing at someone. So, you know, if I'm really angry with my friends because I know they're laughing at me, I've done something to you, and it's like, I know you're laughing up your sleeves, yeah? I know you're laughing up your sleeves. So that's what he's saying here. Wow, here we have a Chinese-Irish connection linguistically. My crew must be laughing up their sleeves. So like, but honestly, he grinned, I don't care. So it is a love match. How did you meet her? Small talk. How did you meet her? My parents introduced us, he explained, as though stating the obvious. Okay, arranged marriage is very typical in Asian countries, yeah? Our marriage was arranged by our families in the proper way. Finding myself in love with her is an unexpected pleasure, though I suppose it's not strictly dutiful. So I know, like in a lot of Asian countries still, you know, kind of marriages are kind of arranged a lot, you know. I thought much on Captain... Oh, I mean, they were when I was there, you know. Maybe things have changed, and I'm sure they have, yeah? I thought much on Captain Go's attitude and situation, but came to few conclusions that night aboard the ship. I thought much about his attitude and situation, but came to few conclusions. All right. Here we go. It's the tea clipper. How did you meet? We met on a YouTube stream called Class A Plus English, and we were 2 subscribers, and then we met in the chat. This is how you find love, everybody, yeah? In the chat room here. And so don't forget, if you're enjoying this, please like and subscribe, and maybe you too will find true love, yeah? There were rumblings of discontent aboard the ship. There was pirates last night, yeah? Centered upon the figure of First Mate Ranuga, a dark-skinned, towering Sinhalese woman. There were rumblings of discontent, so people weren't happy on the ship. Why? Because of Mate Ranuga. I inquired subtly into her grudge over lunch. I did not want to get involved. To be subtle, to be very kind of... I am in roaring health, but we must make haste. Okay, let's inquire. What's her problem about food? I inquired subtly into... Notice subtly, yeah, the B is silent. Subtly, not subtly, subtly. Into her grudge. A grudge is like, you know, you have a problem with someone, it's a grudge. We say to hold a grudge. It's not good to hold grudges, everyone, although, you know, occasionally we do. This is our last voyage, he replied darkly. The captain is selling the ship and joining his wife's business. Okay, this is what she's angry about. Her job. But he seems so well suited to be a captain. He seems to be happily married. What? Sorry. Jesus, I right-clicked there and I don't know what happened. What? Okay, so at least I can look at the map. So he's an amazing captain. He's really well, you know, he's really happily married. What will you do then, really? That's the question to ask, isn't it? Like, yeah, she's worried she might lose her job. Her shoulders slumped. Me and the crew are stuck. This ship has been our home. We stared at our unappetizing stew as the crew grumbled, complained. Why don't you buy the ship? Are you married? Grudge match, yeah, definitely. I was thinking, like, you know, with football, or, you know, if somebody has a problem, like a team has a problem with another team, you might have a grudge match. Definitely. Why don't you buy the airship? First Mate Ranuga's expression turned even blacker. Oh, I tried, but the price is too high. Even if we all go in, even if we all chip in, if we all contribute together to chip in money, you know? So imagine it's somebody's birthday in the office, and it's their birthday on Friday, so I tell everyone, hey guys, let's buy a birthday cake for Maria, let's all chip in, let's all put money in to pay. So she's saying, even if we all chipped in, even if we all go in together, it's too expensive. How much? I asked. I nodded sympathetically. I nodded sympathetically. I'm on my journey. I'm going around the world. We are distraught. We are distressed, she continued. This ship's a family, and now we're all going to be scattered apart because the captain's family wants to go up in the world, and he is besotted. He is in love. He is head over heels in love with his new wife. To be besotted, yeah? Deeply in love. Yeah, kind of like my cat. My cat is besotted with me. Yeah, actually, no. What would be the opposite of besotted? Maybe hate. My cat hates me. I could try and speak with him. I'm so sorry. A bit presumptuous to go and speak with the captain. You know, I only met him yesterday, and now I'm going to like give him advice. Hey, your crew are upset. Which is probably what I would do, actually. Yeah, I probably would get involved, you know? Yeah, I'll talk to him. Don't worry. I'll sort this out. I could try and speak with him, I offered. I've talked till my tongue went numb. I could not feel my tongue, you know? You go to the dentist gives you an injection and your mouth is numb, yeah? Or it's really cold. Oh, my fingers are numb. I can't feel them. And it didn't make a difference. She grimaced out into her stew. Just wait and see. All right, I'll go and have a chat with him. Oh, goodness, good gracious. I was talking about this expression today. Good gracious, this is rather more exhausting than I anticipated. He's getting really kind of tired now. The first sign of trouble was when the lights began to flicker, go on and off. The gas lamps spluttered out just before the secondary engine cut out, leaving the airship in darkness and silence. Oh my God. I groped my way to the bridge. Or I huddled in my bed. I would... Yeah, be careful with this word groped, okay? Because there's another kind of meaning, you know. If you don't want to be groping people, yeah, it's not cool. But we're going to grope my way to the bridge. Maybe that's a joke. I don't know. I groped my way to the bridge to investigate. Raised voices, loud voices, echoed from behind the oak panel door, speaking in English. I stopped to listen. It was clear we had been boarded. Okay. So somebody has come on board the ship, so I returned to Monsieur Fogg. Ooh, we had problems with pirates last night. We had to fight pirates. And now our airship has been boarded by the police, by air pilots, not pilots, air pirates. I stopped to listen. Let's listen. To eavesdrop. Yeah, to eavesdrop is a nice word. To quietly listen to what people are talking about, yeah? Or should I go back to Monsieur Fogg? Although Fogg is at 74, so maybe I should go back to him to make sure he's okay. I'm going to go back. It was clear we'd been boarded, so I returned to Monsieur Fogg, but stumbled in the dark. I was unceremoniously seized and dragged to the floor of the bridge, where First Mate Ranunga held her pistol. To Captain goes head. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, everybody. It's a mutiny. It's a mutiny. Monsieur Fogg was tossed beside me. He was thrown beside me soon after. Is this your solution, First Mate? Captain, are you all right? A mutiny. So it's like when the sailors on a ship don't agree with the captain, you know, so like they take over. Hang on 1 second, please. Okay, so what we have here now, is this your solution? So we can confront the staff, let's just call it, they're not sailors, you know, the people working on the airship, or Captain, are you all right? Should we confront them? What the hell are you doing? Okay, let's go for that one. Let's be confrontational. Confrontational. Is this your solution, first mate? I asked despairingly. Is this your solution, first mate? Yeah, despairingly. We don't want to be sold off to the highest bidder. Okay, so you make a bid in an auction. You know, like eBay, and you see something you like, and you can make a bid. You make like, you know, 20 euros. That's your bid. So we don't want to be sold off to the person who offers the most money. She turned to the captain. We have worked alongside you for 10 years. We gave you our loyalty, our blood, and you cast us aside for some land-grubbing woman. So you threw us away for some land-grubbing woman who wants to go up in the world. You're jealous. This is mutiny. And of course now, Phileas Fogg and Passepartout, being imperialists, this will be absolutely disgraceful behavior. Yeah, disgraceful. This is mutiny, I shouted, trying to shock her out of her course. First mate Vanuga's lips curled. And what about a captain abandoning ship? He sold us as a wedding present. Don't we deserve more? Find another airship? Perhaps you do deserve more. This will end in disaster. This action, this plan will end in disaster. Get another job. Perhaps you are owed something due to your service, your 10 years, blood, sweat, and tears. This is very improper and not how an empire rules its workers. Mutiny, mutiny. Let's go with the workers. Let's try to appease them. Yeah, maybe you do. Maybe you do deserve something. I nodded, seeing the frustration on the crew's faces. It's unfair, I agree. Okay, I'm trying to soften them up, okay, so that they don't throw me out the window. This ship is my this ship is my home, first mate. Vanuga breathed as the crew stamped its feet and shouted their agreement. It's our home. I cannot let her go, even if her captain can. Excuse me. We often refer to ships as female, yeah? Something seemed to break in Captain Go's expression. He leapt upon his first mate with sudden, startling ferocity and began to grapple for the pistol, so they're fighting over the pistol. I tried to stop Captain Go. I tried to stop First Mate Vanuga. Armac, you choose. Do we go for the captain or do we go for the revolution? Do we maintain the order, social order, or revolution? Who do we stop? Do we stop the captain or the first mate? What would be your decision on this? And be careful, this is a big decision, yeah? I would try to stop. Now, the captain went for the first mate Vanuga, so he went for her with the pistol. So I could try to stop him, and then I stop the captain, right? Because if I stop the captain from escalating, yeah, he's escalating the situation. He's introducing violence, really. Okay, they have guns and stuff. But if I try to stop Vanuga, then, you know, I am a kind of a prisoner, so that could be detrimental to my health. So Armac says, "Stop the captain. Captain, go! What are you doing? Are you crazy, sir?" I tried to stop Captain Go. The pistol jerked and the bullet punched a hole. Oh my god, through the outer hull. This is the hull of the airship. I heard a shrill whistle of air before we were knocked to the floor by the sound of an almighty explosion. I looked up. I looked down at the two. I think I would look up, yeah, I'm going to look at the noise. And half of the top deck was sheared away, cut away, and swinging free, and the entire envelope had ignited into a glowing, writhing ball of fire. Wind whipped past us. We rolled and tumbled in the air. This is not good, everybody. This is definitely not good. Armac, this is your fault. We were falling uncontrollably. Can you imagine doing like a parachute jump and jumping out of an airplane and just that sensation of falling? Oh my god, man. That is not something I would enjoy. You're on their side. You're on the people's side. Yeah, you're up for revolution. Yeah, to try to. I can hear noises. What's going on? We were falling uncontrollably, and then we hit the water. Oh god, there's going to be sharks, aren't there? And then we hit the water, and I slipped into glorious, terror-free unconsciousness. He's drowning. This is what they say, don't they, when people are drowning, they feel very calm. The sinking T-clipper, everybody. This is not good. Oh my god, this is going to be full of sharks. If you're into kind of things like this, just a quick thing, like just to say, hang on. If you want to terrify yourself, read about the American warship, what do they call them? The SS, is it? Like the USS or the US Indiana, the sinking of the Indiana. It's one of the worst things I've ever heard of in my life. It was a ship that was moving. I think it was moving a part of the nuclear bomb in the Second World War, and it was like top secret. So like nobody knew about it, and it was kind of, it was dark, and it was sailing whatever, and something happened. It got torpedoed or something, and all the crew. I mean, it's a horrible, horrible story. Yeah, it's really, really, it's a terrible story about because they weren't able to communicate because it was dark. It was top secret, and this ship, it just sank. Oh my god, it's a horrible story. The USS, I think they say USS Indiana was the name of the ship, and just check that, Second World War. Absolutely, really, really, really awful story. Like those people that survived that, man. Oh my god, it's you wouldn't forget it. Anyway. I've slipped into unconsciousness. I woke up, and I had not drowned, which was much more than I expected. My head was upon Monsieur Fogg's lap. The emergency protocols have activated, and we have been sealed into the bridge, he informed me, in lieu of a greeting. Instead of a greeting, okay. I tried to sit up. I catalogued my injuries. I scanned myself. You're going to be in shock, aren't you? You know what I mean? You're going to be in shock. So I think you're not going to think about stuff first of all, and you probably don't feel the pain at the beginning because you're in shock. So maybe you're going to try to sit up. I tried to sit up, and Monsieur Fogg pushed me and ceremoniously back down. I felt relatively well considering I had nearly been shot. This whole cursed journey of ours. No. I don't know where this negativity is coming from. I've been enjoying it. I had nearly been shot. Actually been blown up. And then fallen into the ocean. Sorry, I just remembered the camera is off, yeah? You want to see my... my ugly mug. Yeah, my ugly mug. So, I tried to sit up, and he pushed me unceremoniously back down. I felt relatively well, considering I had nearly been shot. Nearly, not shot, nearly. Actually, nearly been blown up. I wasn't blown up, and then had fallen into the ocean. You cracked your skull, my master declared. Yeah? My skull, I cracked it open. This is not the first time you have awoken. Every time you sit up, I explain matters, and then you swoon. I go back unconscious once more. Are you unharmed, monsieur? Are you okay? I do not swoon. I am a Frenchman. No, I'm a good valet. I'm going to worry about my boss. Are you okay? I say with a cracked open skull. You have not asked that before, my master smiled. But are you? I aim to surprise. Okay, that's a bit kind of like, I'm not really into the mood for making jokes yet, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to go for the joke. I'm going to say, but are you? Because I'm your trustworthy valet. Woof, woof. I am somewhat injured, my master said serenely, calmly, and then coughed an enormous amount of thick, oozing, warm blood onto my chest. That is definitely not good. I shrank away in horror. Or I tried to sit up. I'm a good valet. I am going to try to sit up and make sure my master is okay. I tried to sit up only for Monsieur Fogg to slump heavily against me. Okay, he's injured. His brow felt clammy and fevered, so he's sweating. He's got a fever. He's hot. We have a much larger problem than our injuries, Passepartout. His voice was uncharacteristically raspy. Like the two sisters, you know, Marge's sisters. Yeah, they have raspy voices. I think your injuries still signify, monsieur. What is that? We have a much larger problem than our injuries. What's that? I asked, fearful, scared of the answer. In response, Monsieur Fogg tipped my head a little. I saw the heavy, dark water, pitted by air bubbles rushing away. We are sinking. Glug, 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 glug. Monsieur Fogg continued, regaining some of his composure. And Captain Go informs me we have only a day's worth of air at the most. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. So then we will die here. Well, there's no choice, yeah. So right, so we're going to die, right? I saw Mr. Fogg almost smile in the murky darkness. It seems a distinct possibility, so yeah, probably. We sat together in the dark for an hour or more without saying another word. I'd be like, I wonder who Liverpool are going to buy next summer. We could do with a left back. And I think we're going to sell Darwin. We could do with a striker. Be like, shut up, Brian. I heard the captain and first mate working together. I huddled closer to Monsieur Fogg in silence. I found myself telling Monsieur Fogg of my mother. Yeah, I think this would be more natural, yeah? Well, no, okay, I hear them working. I stay closer to Monsieur Fogg in silence. I found myself telling Monsieur Fogg of my mother. Let's go for the sentimental, backstory. Memories unsealed by fear, memories opened by fear and bone-chilling cold. Chilled to the bone in my igloo home, everybody, yeah? It's bone-chilling could be really scary or really, really cold, and bone-chilling of the ocean, which promised little mercy. Even my master seemed warm and inviting in comparison. So that's not good. He's super cold, yeah? Is that shock or something? I confess I did not account for this possibility, he said into the dark. It's not your fault, sir. Not all risks can be calculated. Now, I think I'm in shock, so I'm not going to say something like, not all risks can be calculated, you know. I'd say it's not your fault. You know, we need to make everybody, you know, rather than screaming at him, This is your fault. I'm going to die because of your bad decisions, of your gambling addiction. It's not your fault, I said, recognizing his statement for the foggish apology it was. I drew in my breath. I don't blame you. I wish I were at home. If I were at home, I would be watching the football match. And then let it go, and there was nothing further. Jesus, maybe we're going to die here. We need to, like, Jesus, are we going to die? It's not your fault, I said, recognizing his statement for the apology. I drew in my breath. I wish I were at home. I felt Monsieur Fogg tense. I wish that also, he said simply. Jesus, guys, I think we're going to die. Mac, this is your fault, man. This is your decision, yeah? We were doing fantastic on days up to like day 37, maybe. Another long silence, but a softer one. I felt the pain in my head pound at my temples and then recede like waves on the shore. My master coughed more blood, and we all shivered as the last candle blew out. Somebody wept, somebody cried, but I did not. Why did you take the wager, monsieur? Are you content with your life, monsieur? Ooh, that's kind of accusation. Why did you make that fucking bet, man? Or, have you had a nice life? Accusation time. I think I'm going to die. I think I will start pointing the finger. Why did you take the stupid bet, I said. I do not think I expected him to answer. I thought I knew, he said faintly, but now I am not certain. And later, much later, after the hull began to shriek, and as the air grew thin, I think I heard my master say, perhaps given our circumstances, you should call me Phileas. Before I fell into an uneasy, delirious here meaning like fever, sleep. Relations with Fogg have strengthened. Jesus, guys, we're gonna die, I think. I don't think there's a... Is there anything you can do, Passepartout, to save me? Is there anything you can... He's at 2! Oh my god. A series of dull shudders went through the remains of the airship, and Captain Ghost staggered to his feet. It has been an honor serving with you, he said, his voice admirably steady. Nihinsa, will you forgive me? First mate Ranuga stood up, her eyes glittering. Only if you will forgive me in turn, Captain. I pulled myself to my feet. I sat next to Monsieur Fogg. I think it's time I said something here, yeah? Not wanting to die lying down unless it was at the age of 90 in a goose-feathered bed. The ship jerked, but instead of cracking open like an oyster shell, it began to rise up in the water. What? Our faces were in shock. Faster and faster we rose. Schools, they're just tricking us now, yeah? They're giving us a little bit of hope, you know what I mean? This is the hope. This is the hope that kills us, you know what I mean? Faster and faster we rose. Schools of fish. So, collective noun for fish. Quite interesting. A school of fish. A herd of cows. A flock of birds. But for some reason we always say a school of fish. A big group of fish. Collective noun. Faster and faster we rose. Schools of fish and debris, you know, like broken things, yeah, broken stuff flashing darkly beyond the window. Faster and faster until we broke the surface. And the sun blinded us. We have survived, everybody. Fogg's a goner, says Armac, yeah? You got us into this trouble, Armac, yeah? And I'm gonna get us out of it. So relax, everybody. Blinded by the sun. That's a U2 song, isn't it? I can't play it because I get copyright notices from YouTube. But there's a U2 song called Blinded by the Sun. Anyway, faster and faster, we're going up and up and up until we break the surface of the water. The sun blinded us with its sweet yellow light, casting shadows with its brilliance. I could think of nothing to say, but am I dead, monsieur? Am I delirious, monsieur? I would say, am I dead? Is this heaven? My hands threw himself over my eyes to shield the glare. "No," my master said coolly. "You are rescued. Look." I followed his indication. I thought this answer most unlikely. Yeah, because I'm in a delirious state. Yeah, he's talking rubbish. I thought this answer most unlikely and returned to praying to the levitating atheists, only to be jolted to my senses by a woman's voice from above. "Hello down there," she called loudly. "Oh, hello, good morning." "Hello down there," she called loudly as Captain Go gasped, "Have any of you seen..." What? As Captain Go gasped, "Have any of you seen my husband?" What? Madame Go's airship. That's her. Sorry, that seems to be a mistake. Fog. Oh, shite. I should have taken care of him there. Sorry, it's in real time. 4 a.m. Madame Go, the banker, proved to be an excellent rescuer. She retrieved our bags, provided us with vast quantities of stew, and had thought to bring a team of doctors. Captain Go, luckily she's rich, yeah? Captain Go trailed around behind her, looking, if possible, even more love-struck than before. I spoke with Captain Go. He's coughing blood, I know, but they've got a team of doctors, yeah? She's a banker. She's obviously rich, and she's coordinated a rescue mission. I spoke with Captain Go. I looked in on First Mate Manuga. First Mate Manuga, with her mutiny, nearly got us killed. I'm going to go speak to the captain, whose wife saved us. I made my peace with Nihinsa, he said slowly. I won't sell the ship. Okay. Madame Go looked irritated. We can afford to keep it. You should have said something before your first mate and best friend tried to shoot you. Oh, wow. Has your best friend ever tried to shoot you? Everyone, leave a comment, and we can have a laugh. Monsieur Fogg was with bandaged ribs, so he's been repaired, and a pair of impressive black eyes was on his feet. So if somebody punches me, yeah, and they punch me in the eye, maybe, I have a black eye, we call it. He has a black eye. He's got a pair. He's got two black eyes. He's on his feet, much against the doctor's orders. Please stay in bed, monsieur. Would you like to go for a walk? Happens in London a lot, says our Mac. Please stay in bed, monsieur, I said despairingly, knowing all too well the determined look in his eye. Passepartout, he said, and then trailed on uncharacteristically. I said nothing. Yes, master? How are we doing? Thank you, he said briskly, and then opened up his ledger. Now leave me in peace till we reach Singapore. From here on, his eyes flashed, I am going to ensure I consider all of the possibilities. Relations with Fogg have strengthened slightly. They just nearly died together, yeah? Okay, he's at 12, so he's not good, yeah? He should be at, 80 or 90. Is there nothing you can do to help me? Yes, I can. Wait. Can I do this? I can give you some hairbrush? No. Can I give him an apple? No. Is there anything you can do? Jesus, he's really ill. Singapore. What can we sell in Singapore? Something in Singapore? No. 534. Ooh, yeah, sell this. 1,400. That's good for our money. 13. Alright, what we got? Scented candle. Valuable. Tin sheet. A circular sheet of perfectly smooth tin used for backing mirrored glass. Yokohama, Japan. I don't think we're going to go. Oh, hand mirror. San Pedro. Boom. Heavy storms, ginger tablets. Could be an idea. And this is valuable in Yokohama. Field glasses? Let's sell the field glasses, yeah? And then we can put the hand mirror here. No, we can't. We can put the ginger tablets. Hang on, which is which? We've got ginger tablet. Ginger? No. We should keep the tea. Beijing. We need to get to Beijing, everyone. These things are pretty unimportant. Okay. Alright, good. Ginger tablets. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, it says a set of tablets good for settling the stomach on easy seas of interest to stubborn, sour, and prim types. Scented candle. San Francisco. Let's just buy it. And then we can maybe buy that one as well. And then we're going to leave this. We've got 3,000. Very good bargaining. Thank you, sir. Let's go and have a good night's sleep. And then we'll work out. Singapore was a British colonial port, peopled largely by Chinese, Malays, and Indians, and fueled by rubber exports and opium wealth pouring into the new banks. Of course, Singapore is it's basically a city, isn't it? It's not a country. It's just like a city, yeah. It's where Singapore is like where you're not allowed to like eat chewing gum and stuff, isn't it? Yeah. It seemed a dangerous spot to linger. Well, maybe, yeah. What was that punk song? No, the Tom Waits song. Cause on the Singapore world as mad as hatters here. To get press ganged, yeah. It seemed a dangerous spot to wait around. I walked along the harbour. What could be wrong with walking around the harbour of a foreign place at 6:30 in the morning? What could go wrong? I walked along the harbour front and spied. I saw brightly painted airships and well-rigged boats heading for distant ports. I inquired about vessels headed for Manila, Brisbane, or Batavia. Batavia's in Civilization 6 as well. Ooh, what do you think, our Mac? Manila? I nearly went to Manila once. I nearly went to Manila to teach. Australia or the Dutch city of Batavia? What would you suggest? Anybody? Manila. Yeah, me too. I think Manila's a very crazy place though, yeah? So, let's check it out. I inquired about vessels headed for Manila in the Spanish Philippines, and one of the Malay sailors, Malaysia, pointed me in the direction of a little steam yacht. She goes to Manila, he said, and then cocked his head. Are you a Spaniard? I am French, monsieur. At least you perceive I am not English. I said heavily, rather weary of this constant misidentification. The sailor shrugged. Heard that there's cholera in Manila. Dear God, our Mac, what are you leading us into again? If you are not a Spaniard and you have no business there, maybe you should avoid it. He shrugged again. Then again, you rich people do whatever you want, so why am I bothering? Rich? I am not rich. I've got nearly £3,000 in 1872. Or maybe thank you for the warning. I said politely, not wanting to insist on my lack of wealth to a man wearing rough clothes upon a body bent with labour. The sailor jerked a nod and went back to his companions, leaving me to contemplate his advice upon the Singaporean dock. So my relations with fog have improved. He needs to recover. He can't travel like this, yeah? Maybe not Manila, eh? Maybe not Manila. What's this? Batavia? It's the only choice unless we go backwards. Cancun. There's no routes. Where's Brisbane? That's a long journey. Okay, looks like it has to be Manila, eh? Alright, the market's open. Let's go there. That's not it. Let's go Singapore. We've done everything here. Maybe we can plan. Plan? Depart? Alright, it's going to be Manila. Okay, we can only bring 2, so we're just going to dump all of these things, yeah? We need this. We need this for routes. I don't know what this is, but Beijing. Where's Beijing? Is up further north. We're keeping... I don't know what this is. Manila. We can sell this in Manila. Okay, we're going to get rid of that. Rid of the ginger. Rid of the candles. No more dominoes. Unfortunately, I won't be able to wear my Panama hat anymore. And that's it. Manila. Tomorrow. Alright, this is bad because it's look 18 and we're 11. So baking, sunshine and mild cities. This journey would be too much for my master. Okay, we can stay in Singapore and rest. No, we're going to explore. Okay, I walk the streets a while, hunting for ways in which we might travel onwards. Hotel. Alright, we're going to pass the night in Manila. One night in Manila. What remains of the day, I found a local doctor. I helped the kitchen staff to clean. I went out. No, we're going to find a doctor for the boss to attend to my poor master. She put a stethoscope to my master's chest and listened. A mild fever, I would say. 4 days to recover to full strength. Yeah, there's no alternative. I thought we were going to die there. I actually thought like that was going to be the end of the game, like on the ship, you know, the airship. There is no alternative. I kept my master to his bed, a terrible wait, but after 4 days, how good, he was at last recovered. 100%. I'm on fine form, but we must make haste. And we're off to cholera-ridden Manila, yeah? 2 days, let's negotiate. Oh, that's a lot of money, everybody. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Hotel. Pass the night. Maybe I can chat to somebody. As night fell, I starched the collars of our shirts. I ran a few errands. Now I can make money doing that. I engaged another guest. Let's do some errands, yeah? Go and get some milk. Go and buy some eggs for the hotelier. I ran a few errands for the hotelier, earning £99, very good, as well as overhearing from her that some buyers will pay well for handheld mirrors from Brisbane. Most intriguing. Curious, your funds have gone up by a fair amount. Alright, we're good to go, everybody. Let's get the hell out of this hellhole. Sorry, I'm only just saying things here. There's cholera in Manila, so maybe we shouldn't... Okay, we can do it. We took passage on a little steam yacht with a cargo hold full of Chinese silk parasols, which the captain assured me would fetch an exorbitant price in Manila. Parasol for the beach, yeah? Parasol. Are the ladies there so shy of the sun? Surely Chinese goods are not rare, unusual there. We took a passage on hold of Chinese parasols, which would fetch an exorbitant price. Surely Chinese goods are not so unusual in Manila, I asked in Spanish. These pretty money makers are only passing through Manila. Captain Amparo, a dark-eyed Filipina of middle years, was unable to keep the glee from her voice, the happiness. I will sell them to a trader for shipment to Acapulco, where the Mexican ladies will pay all their pin money for a month for just one gaudy parasol. So she doesn't think much of these parasols, but they go for a good price. Will you keep one for yourself? You sound rather contemptuous of them. You sound rather contemptuous of them, you know? No, I don't know. Will you keep one for yourself? She doesn't like them, though, does she? Let's just go for contemptuous, you know, to be contemptuous about somebody. It's like, you sound rather contemptuous, I observe with a laugh. Ha ha! I am, she agreed easily. I have little use for ladies who make little use of themselves. So she regards them as lazy. I regarded her sensible attire and short hair. Sometimes impracticability is its own reward. I admire your practicality. Let's argue. Sometimes impracticality is its own reward. Being impractical. Captain Amparo laughed companionably. It's a skill I have never possessed or desired to. I slept well that night aboard the steam yacht, secure in the knowledge that it was being steered by the captain's steady hands. Okay, so I have confidence in the captain. Shall we have a chat, or shall we wait? Let's have a chat. Greetings, Captain Amparo. Greetings, Passepartout. Let's go from Manila to Batavia, the Dutch place. You mentioned I have the times for a journey from Manila to Batavia in the pamphlet. Right, there's been a mistake there. You mentioned steamships. I've been told one can sail aboard the paddle boat Ayapua from Tabatinga to Belém, but the fare is over £1,000. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. I don't know where any of these places are. Let's go to talk about Port Moresby. That seems quite impossible. Let's talk about Australia, Brisbane. Indeed, you can travel aboard the laden submersible. Submarines from to Brisbane, but the fare is extortionate. Extortionate meaning really, really expensive. It costs an arm and a leg. Yeah, it would cost an arm and a leg if you went from Batavia to Brisbane. New routes. How are we doing? We've been going for... Yeah, just keep going, yeah? Do you like the game? Are you enjoying this? I think it's brilliant. But there's Tabatinga. And there's Belém. Right. So we're moving, everybody. I really... Stoner Town, yeah. I really enjoy this game. I'm going to turn off the camera because I want to do something I'm not allowed to do on camera, you know, on YouTube. So I need to turn off the camera for a minute. So we had some ill winds in the morning, but Captain Amparo kept the crew calm and focused, shouting orders at them in a language I did not know. Tagalog, perhaps, as it was widely spoken in the Philippines. We were merely bobbed about it. So, you know, the sea's a bit rough, we would say, you know. It's not calm and smooth, it's a little bit rough, so we're bobbing about. I felt quite shaken about the storm tossed. I think I'm a seasoned traveler, and we just nearly drowned. So really, let's be chill out about it. We were merely bobbed about a little until the weather settled, but the worst injury was some sea water clogging my shoes. We will not be delayed, Captain Poirot assured me, perhaps mistaking the cause of my obvious melancholy, my sadness. My master will be pleased. Oh no, it's my shoe I mourn. Ah, okay. Let's just go for the master again. We're going to be a good valet, a good servant. It's all about the boss. Though I could not help cast another mournful look at my ruined shoes. The captain caught the direction of my gaze and looked confounded, confused. My God, you are unspeakably fastidious. Do you really care so much for your appearances? A gentleman is always presentable. Fashion is a serious matter, Captain. No, I suppose not. No. There's only one answer there, everybody. Fashion. If you know me, you'll know fashion is a serious matter. I insisted. I am always comme il faut. I don't know what that means, but prepared or something. The Red Market. It's a nice game. I like the game, yeah. I always forget to click on those things, yeah. Captain Amparo had been taken to regarding me as though I were the oddest creature to ever take passage aboard her vessel. So she thinks I'm very odd, I'm very strange, yeah? Aboard her vessel, her ship, and she still looked thunderstruck when we reached our destination. Good luck in Manila, she said, shaking my hand. They will hardly know what to make of you. They won't really understand me. Again, alright, we're going to land in Manila, and I just need to go to the bathroom. Some of our possessions could be sold handsomely here. There seems to be no departures today. We should explore a little. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to pause it, and I need to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go there, and then just give me a minute, please. Okay, I'm back. Where were we? Back to the game. Hey, everybody. Manila. Let's go to the market. Now, what can we sell in Manila? What can we sell? Beijing. Okay, we have to go to Beijing. Valuable here. Okay, we sell that. 470, not bad. Handheld, 120. Keddy, what are you doing? Ked, stop. Okay, we have a special guest. Hang on. Sorry, the cat just went here and she wants to go out. So I'm going to have to let her out or she's going to like knock the computer or something. Ooh, okay, so the camera just gone. Alright, hang on. This is going to take a second. I'm going to be back in. I need to set up the camera again. It's the cat's just knocked it off, alright? Give me 2 minutes and I will be back. Sorry, I put the sound on, yeah. Sorry, what I need to do here is the camera froze because of the cat, so I need to add the camera again to put it on. So that should be there. Move this up. Move it over there. Put that there. What do we got? Slides. Game. Okay, everything's going. Main. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just black cat. The curse of the black cats, yeah? Alright. Let's get back to the game. So, where were we? Valuable here, 120. So I said it. San Pedro, it's really... No, San Pedro. Okay. Panama hat. American train, cold compass. Part of the rest and recuperation. English poetry. Ah, Percy Shelley. Okay, good. Let's talk about, really quickly then, let's get out of here. Let's go to plan. Where are we? Batavia, no? Friday? 2. Okay, so we got 2, so let's go back to Manila. Manila. Market. Let's buy a cushion and an American timetable, and then that's that. And let's go spend the night. Okay, so that we got the routes here. We're going to get across to America, San Pedro. All right. Okay, good. So plan. Yeah, we're gonna go here, right? So Friday, tomorrow, 1 o'clock. So we're gonna spend the night. Rebellion is brewing. The Weeping Swan. 2. It's gonna be a hard journey. Let's just stay in the hotel. If there's lots of like cholera. Hotel, pass the night. 1 o'clock, and we shall go to. We arrived in the Spanish. It's the cat, man. She's doing my head in. We arrived at the Spanish-governed capital of Manila at a most inopportune time. The city had recently suffered the depredations of a major typhoon. Okay. If you're in America, you would say a hurricane. In Asia, it's typhoon, you know? And the efforts at rebuilding had been stalled. They had been delayed by an outbreak of the dreaded cholera. It originated from sailors' images of San Roque. It came from sailors, blame the sailors. It originated from the sailors of the steamer Aeolus, from the nearby town of Zamboanga. That was the local rumor. A rumor. In any case, infected establishments were burned daily by the sanitary board, with our hotel one of the casualties. We relocated near to the telephone exchange or the passing river. I don't know, cholera, is it water-based? Let's just get to the telephone exchange. Concerned with the possibility of infection, I ensured that Monsieur Fogg stayed warm, drank only boiled water, ate only from kitchens which had avoided all trace. Only boiled water, yeah? I don't know, is cholera water-based? As recommended by John Snow's article in the Medical Times and Gazette, going to the lengths of preventing him from eating any uncooked foods for fear of contamination. From our window, I could see carts piled high with the dead being taken to the mountain to be burned, rather than interred in a churchyard, which put me in a morbid frame of mind. Morbid, sad, depressed. I went to the local telegraph office and sent a message. It does not do to dwell on such matters. Let's get out of here. It does not do to think about such things. No, we're not going out. We're going to stay inside, and we're not going to get depressed. It does not do to dwell on such matters, however, so I attempted to put the considerations behind me, but the city smells of disease, and I will be glad to leave. Death and disease, everybody, let's get the hell out of here. And we embark. 2 suitcases, baking sunshine, so really hot and mild seas. This looks like a wearisome route. Okay, minus 24, so we need to brush our hair, basically. Captain Passepartout glared at us as we boarded his steamship and then spat over the rail with studied discourtesy, rudely. We need the money or I would not take passengers like you. Foreigners, you mean? Gentlemen, you mean? Okay, because, you know, we're rather posh about this, yeah. We are going to go. Gentlemen, you mean? I replied haughtily. Gentlemen? Yes, I can see they are a rare breed aboard your ship, your vessel, so it's unusual to have gentlemen. He did not so much as blink. Strangers, he all but hissed before turning away. Hissed, yeah, my cat. Well, she's sitting with her back to me now. She's not even looking at me, but she hisses a lot as well. Before turning away. Don't bring me trouble, he added over his shoulder. Don't bring me trouble, as he said, walking away. Fog. You are most entertaining, Passepartout. Okay, that was good. The Weeping Swan, everybody's the name of the ship. The captain's warning had left me full of indignation, so I was rather annoyed. I was a little bit pissed off, which struck me as rather ominous. Bad things might happen. Bad things are coming. No, I am a gentleman, and I am very annoyed by his rudeness. But the first day's journey was smooth and as pleasant as you liked. The crew were an efficient, quiet lot. Okay, but I felt as though they were hiding something. And Monsieur Fogg was quite pleased to be left alone, so I can be suspicious, or I can just be very nice to Mr. Fogg. We're on day 51. Let's just not cause any trouble. Let's just stay quiet and let him recover and be a good valet. To make calculations in his ledger. We haven't used the bank once. The Weeping Swan. I am in roaring health, but we must make haste. Damn it, I missed it again. I was near climbing the rigging with boredom. The rigging is the ship, you know, you're climbing up by boredom of the second day, and decided to go explore the other decks. Tamp down on my restlessness. What does that mean? Tamp down on my to be restless, you know, I'm bored, I want to go out, I want to do something. Let's go and explore. I don't really know what that means, so let's just stick with go explore. The other decks, despite Captain Passepartout's warning to stay out of trouble. How much trouble could possibly be found aboard a ship in any case? I heard the sounds of shouting from the cargo hold. Oh God, here we go, more pirates. I heard the sounds of shouting coming from the hold, which is underneath the ship, right, where they store the merchandise. I followed them. I went firmly in the other direction. I don't want any trouble here, guys. I'm going to go in. I'm going to look the other way. I'm going to ignore the shouting. I'm going to ignore it. This is my first time to play this game, and we need to speed up. I went firmly, so I walked the other way, only to bump into a member of the crew carrying a rifle. We were, I think, equally startled to encounter one another. That's a very nice weapon, I said. I raised my hands in surrender. Don't shoot! Ha ha! To avoid any... Oh, okay, I'm not joking. Don't shoot, I said, to avoid any misunderstanding. What are you doing here? She asked, raising the rifle to point squarely at my chest. I was bored and decided to explore. Leaving? Okay, let's just be honest. Yeah, I went for a walk. I said truthfully, thinking back with fondness to the time mere moments ago when I had been merely bored rather than in fear for my life. She gestured towards the stairs behind me with her weapon. Yes, she said grimly, you were. I raced up the stairs. I maintained a certain dignity in retreat. I turned, but once she had moved along, my curiosity got the better of me. Now, we're going to be boring here, guys. I want to get back on land after, like, nearly drowning. But I am a gentleman, and I will maintain a certain dignity. I will walk with my head held high. Don't worry, I'm going to play this game a few times, and we'll go absolutely batshit the next time, okay? We will be trouble. I maintained a certain dignity in retreat, but only began to breathe again when I locked the cabin door behind me. Whatever secrets Captain Passepartout and his crew were hiding, I did not want to know. They could keep them. Doesn't really matter, yeah? I don't want to know. I don't want to know what's going on. Oh, we're getting to Batavia. We docked in Batavia in the afternoon, and I, for one, was quite glad to see the back of Captain Passepartout and his unfriendly looks. The crew all but threw their bags down the gangplank after us and gave us only a perfunctory salute as a goodbye. Good gracious, this is rather more strenuous than I had appreciated. Okay, he's down to 73. His health is going down. And we have arrived on land, everybody. Eastern spices could be sold handsomely here. Let's go. Eastern spices, £500. Boom. I don't think we need this anymore. £110. No, this is for San Pedro. Beijing. We gotta get to Beijing. Sell it. Alright. Alright. But where are we going to depart to? We're in Batavia. That's £1,000, man. 3 bags tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Some buyers will pay well for handheld mirrors from Brisbane. Okay, we're going to do it, guys. We're going to go. We're going to go for it. I was going to stop there. Rebellion is brewing. Let's explore. We'll get to Brisbane and then we'll finish for the evening. New routes back to Singapore? I don't think so. Manila? I don't think so. Brisbane? Auckland. Okay, the heart of Verdenstad. The exalted city of Batavia was a floating fort of gigantic iron struts built over the swamplands of Cali Besar and overlooking the Sunda Kalapa harbour. Everything's working, right? The camera's working again, yeah? Dutch hotels and Chinese settlements dotted with Buddhist shrines. I tried my best to ignore it. No, come on, let's go check it out. Dutch hotels and Chinese settlements, dotted with Buddhist shrines, pushed themselves up in the shadow of the walls, hemmed in, squeezed in by the sprawling, unplanned Javanese kampongs. I hailed a carriage, taxi, to tour the city. I went out on foot. Let's go on foot. But had only gone a few hundred meters when an explosion rocked the city, knocking me to the ground. Jesus. I turned back sharply. I tried to get a better view. Yeah, come on, let's have a look. But it was unclear what had happened. A pillar of smoke was rising from somewhere to the north, and all around people were moving in a panic, like Turkey, everybody. Then, as the dust cleared, I saw the exalted city was now leaning. One of its great supports had been blown away. That was an attack that could not be ignored. It was an impressive scale of damage. That was an attack that would not be ignored. It's a big bomb, yeah? I resolved to ensure we left the city as soon as possible. Alright, plan. We're going to go to Brisbane. Gee, it's £1,000. It's rather steep. It will cry. No, we're going to wait. Okay, we're going to wait. We're going to wait. We're going to wait. Let's get a hotel. Let's pass the night in Batavia. We took a room at the Hotel de Indies, a fairly comfortable establishment overlooking the water where I watched the captain preparing his boat, the Spicy Jake, for passage to Singapore. A perfect place to rest. Though through the window we heard the sounds of explosions and shouting long into the night, it seemed Batavia itself was not a comfortable place at all, after all. So there's revolution or something going on, everybody. A new route discovered. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What? What's the new route? Batavia? Auckland. We could go now. We can go to Auckland. Let's do it. The luggage, 3 suitcases, which is simple, high temperatures. Go. Okay, we changed our mind. We're going to Lord of the Rings land. We met one Captain John Moresby pacing the planks by the docks near his wood paddle sloop, the HMS Basilisk. A fine ship. Are you sailing today? I asked, coming directly to the point. If we can get her rig fixed, the captain replied sourly, which I doubt. She seemed quite seaworthy to me, says the man who is a gentleman and not a sailor. Perhaps we could travel with you. Why would you want to? The Basilisk is the laughing stock of the whole Australian fleet. This all seemed like dire warning after dire warning. She seems sound to me. Okay, let's go for dire, like terrible warnings, yeah? Dire straits, yeah? The bands, often people know dire straits, yeah? If you're in dire straits, you're in serious problems. You have serious problems, yeah? Dire. We use it in Ireland a lot, you know? I went to see a film last night. It was dire. Yeah, it was dire. It was awful. This all seemed like dire warning after dire warning, so I thanked him and we quietly turned about and returned to the mainland to find a different way to proceed. No! Oh, shit. No! No, go! Oh. Are we on the boat or what? Brisbane. Tomorrow. 10 a.m. £1,000, grand. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. All right. Okay. That's what it's going to be. That's quite a lot of. 80 days. Yeah, that's 2 hours. Yeah. So what we're going to do? Hang on. I need to go back into the game. I need to go to settings. I need to go to the volume. Okay, great. Really good. I really, really enjoy this game. This game is a bit strange, though. Sorry about the camera. It's my cat. My cat comes and she just knocks things out and then they just don't work and the camera froze there. So sorry about that. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please press like. And if you haven't already, please press subscribe. It really helps me. This Class A plus English, it's a small channel helping ESL students, English learning students, you know, it's story-driven games to like kind of look at vocabulary, maybe learn some new vocabulary, talk about the situations, you know, what will happen, etc. And I really like this game anyway. It's really, really nice, yeah. So I think I've got a few things to do tomorrow, but I think I will be back tomorrow night. Okay. So if you are subscribed, don't forget to press notifications, because I don't really have a fixed schedule. I kind of just play it when I have some time, and I hope you enjoyed it. It's Saturday night. It's about 9. It's about 20 to 10 here. Yeah. So if you're going to go out, have fun. If you're not, thank you for watching. I really appreciate that. And again, don't forget to press likes. And don't forget to subscribe. It will make me very happy. I'll see you soon. If I don't see you tomorrow, I will see you very soon. Have a great weekend, what's left with it. And take it easy and have fun. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.